hope you're not a milk fan, because milk is disappearing from America's considered essential food groups. I'm Laura Woodman, here to share with you some breaking news. Canada has recently restricted trade with America. So apparently, Canada is becoming more controversially competitive with dairy, therefore hurting our economy. In fact, dairy consumption supporters insist that dairy is important because of the nutritional benefits including calcium, vitamin D, and potassium. A Cornell study finds that most people cannot digest milk. Surprising? The majority of lactose-tolerant people are those whose ancestors were cattle herders, and they evolved to be able to consume milk. This ability was obtained through an adapted gene for European descendants to produce an enzyme called lactase to be able to digest lactose in milk. In fact, lactose intolerance affects 95% of Asian Americans, 74% of Native Americans, 70% of African Americans, 53% of Mexican Americans, and only 15% of Caucasian Americans. Because of these facts, most adults that have ancestors that lived in climates too hot or too cold to herd cattle, or in places where deadly cattle diseases were present, such as in Africa and much of Asia, there are people that do not retain ability to produce lactase in their body to digest dairy after infancy. All of these dairy pushers are trying to convince the nation that they need dairy in their diet for their own profit, when in reality, every single nutrient present in dairy can be found in other foods. Also, another news. According to Harvard's study, a high intake of dairy poses a higher risk of prostate and ovarian cancer. The same Harvard team proposed several nutritional substitutes for dairy in your diet, including supplemental pills, soy milk, fortified orange juice, and several other safer methods of obtaining these nutrients.
However, despite these facts, the website for the United States Department of Agriculture still ensures dairy's importance in one's everyday diet. The website still makes the claim that dairy's biggest health benefit is the improvement of bone health, although disproved in earlier presented research. While calcium helps bone health to a limited extent, it is not milk that's responsible for it.
While milk's nutrients are effective, pill supplements, along with an extensive amount of food choices, can provide these same nutrients, essentially replacing the role of dairy in one's diet. While the nutrients present in milk are effective, pill supplements, along with an extensive amount of food choices, can provide these same nutrients, essentially replacing the role of dairy in one's diet. Got milk? More like not milk, am I right? Oh! Also, only 5 to 15 minutes in the sunlight provides one's whole daily dose of vitamin D. Despite the glowing research, the USDA still ensures the importance of dairy in one's everyday diet. ChooseMyPlate.gov continues to include dairy in the categories of foods essential to your nutrition. While calcium does improve bone health, milk is definitely not the only calcium-filled possibility. Even the USDA supplies a webpage of non-dairy sources of calcium. In short, milk and dairy products are not necessary in the diet and can, in fact, be harmful to health. It is best to consume a healthful diet of grains, fruits, vegetables, legumes, and fortified foods including cereals and juices. These nutrient-dense foods can help you meet your calcium, potassium, and vitamin D requirements with ease and without facing the health risks associated with dairy products consumption. In conclusion, milk is utterly unnecessary. Back to Karen with sports.